taking a ride, aren't you? Rolling up a stake and going to Vegas.
Welcome to the #1 poker radio show in the world. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. 1 full hour of poker news, entertainment, and lots of Sin City surprises. Now let's bring on the host. Here is Mark Hoke.
Yeah, this is Mark Hoke. Not that guy walking in the hallway. I so need a producer, Kara. I swear to God, it would be great. Let me slide you in here. We're just going to fire this thing right up. Of course, we're live here at the World Series of Poker. Very happy to be with you today on the Mark Hoke Show. Kara Scott is here.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, you just make my heart go pitter-patter.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, you. Oh.
So how are things going, Kara? What's going on?
It's all good. I was here playing the ladies event because I really love it, and I'm so sad that I'm out. I actually busted pretty quickly, but mostly I'm sad to not still be playing it because it was so much fun. It's so much fun, and for any women out there who haven't played it yet, think about playing it next year because honestly, walking into a room full of women who love poker and sitting down and talking poker at the table with there's something really special about it. It's really nice because we don't get to feel like we're in the majority very often.
Right.
So for you guys, you probably don't even notice it because every time you sit down, you're pretty much in the majority at a table. But for us, it's like, oh, this feels really cool. It was nice. It was good. I liked it.
No, I'm sorry you busted, though.
Me too.
Man, that one of those bracelets would look really good around your wrist.
I know, right? I was kind of hoping for a bracelet, but whatever. I didn't play very much this summer, and this was my last shot at it because now I'm here for work for the World Series main event because I'm doing the broadcasting, and I can't play the main event.
Oh, just blow it off and
I
play
know,
the main
right?
event.
People are always asking me, oh, you're playing the main, right? And I'm like, no, I haven't played it for 6 years. This is my 6th year on the broadcast team, and I can't play it.
I think it's interesting to talk about that, about having women in poker broadcasting because there's so few of you. I mean, could you imagine if you had to miss this gig or something? I mean, it would be, it's not just a thing where if you miss it, but somebody would take your spot.
Oh, in a heartbeat. This is a very competitive industry in a heartbeat.
It's tough enough for guys like me. I mean, I couldn't imagine what it's like for ladies like you and Sarah who were, had to fight and scratch and claw to get into, like that many spots. Yeah.
The nice thing, and this is not, I'm not going to swear. I was going to swear.
You can swear on this. It's okay.
This is not bullshit, but considering how small the industry is and how many of us are in it and how few jobs there are, we're still, I don't know, it's not as bad as you think it would be. Like before, when I sat down, I saw Christy Arnett, who's not in broadcasting anymore, but she does podcasts and she does all of the other, she's not doing the poker news stuff anymore, but she's still amazing, and she's doing a lot of non-poker stuff now as well. But it's nice to say hi to her and genuinely mean it. And when I see Sarah Grant, I saw her at a party a couple of weeks ago, and it was really nice to see her because she's great fun. And I don't know, we tend to be pretty friendly, and I think we're kind of helpful. I hope we are. I try to be helpful. But then at the same time, you're like, well, I'd rather not let someone have my job.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, because it's hard enough for us guys, I mean, trying to make money and survive in an industry where everything dried up a few years ago. And,
true.
So you are blessed, young lady.
Yeah, and so are you. I mean, you're absolutely right. And 5 years, so congratulations.
Oh, I'm so old.
I know, aren't we old? We're totally... You know what? This is terrible. I tweeted a picture right before I started playing the ladies event today with another woman who I haven't seen in years, and she's this beautiful race car driver from Montreal. And she's amazing, and she plays poker. It's her first World Series event here, though. It was nice to see her. Her name's Isabelle Tremblay, and she's this gorgeous woman. And I tweeted a picture of the two of us, and some jerk... I'm not going to swear now.
Okay.
Some jerk was like, oh, what are you playing, the seniors event? I was like,
oh!
Age is not an insult. And that's really insulting to women who are over a certain age that is deemed to be the right age.
Yeah.
And that is bullshit. And I was just like, A, your joke sucks. B, your joke sucks. And C, you're blocked. So, bye.
You love to block people on Twitter,
though,
don't you? You live for it.
Yeah, I do. I was muting before because I was like, oh, I don't even give them the pleasure of going, oh, I'm blocked, because that's such a weird thing. But now I'm like, oh, actually, people that I'm muting are responding to people I RT and saying kind of nasty things. And so now I'm starting to block again. block, 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 block early, block often, I say.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that philosophy. But it's funny. I just blocked people for the first time in ever.
Really? Wow.
I never do that
You have
either.
a high tolerance.
Very high tolerance.
Wow.
But
Good for you.
oh well, it is what it is.
It
you know.
is,
Hey,
yeah.
because people always take pot shots when you're on top, right? I mean, and you are on top. We all know this.
Well, thank you. I'm very lucky to have the jobs I do, and I love what I do. I really do, and I love being able to interact with people. So I'm not just out there blocking all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's very cool for me to meet people who watch the show, or to just being here in the hallways is great. It's so cool, and having been in broadcasting for poker for 10 years now, more.
God,
actually.
it's been that long.
Yeah, it's been over
Oh.
10 years. We're talking 11 or 12 years now. I was at some event last year or the year before, and Lonnie Harwood was there, who is amazing, amazing, amazing. And we were at a cocktail party for the players, whatever, and she said, "Oh wow, I used to watch you on TV when I was growing up."
Oh no.
And I was like, I didn't take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
And she was like, "No, I mean it." And I was like, "That's pretty cool. It's nice to be part of the old guard."
Yeah.
Funny, but yeah.
It is interesting. I mean, I went through a retrospective of, the 5 years that I've been in the industry, and I can't imagine, going, another 5. So you've been doing this for 10 plus. What are some of the things that you've seen over the years and the changes that have happened in this game? Because you've seen the peak, you've seen the bottom, kind of where we are now. What is it like for you when you take a look back over your career and what's happened in the game?
Man, it has changed so much, but also I guess I've changed so much. So it's kind of hard to tell sometimes if just my perspective is different. It's great to see more women playing now than when I first started. And people are a lot more vocal about what they want. And I think a lot of people think that the poker industry is getting too much about complaining about this and complaining about that. It's because we can hear everyone's voices now. Something like Twitter and Twitch means that people's voices are all out there. And so we're just hearing what everyone was saying anyways. It's just now we're hearing it. And it's interesting. It's really interesting because it's got to be kind of uncomfortable for some people for whom the status quo was really comfortable. And now it's a little uncomfortable and being like, oh, these people want this and these people want that. And someone wants a clock and someone wants this. The game is definitely changing, and it's constantly kind of being revised to suit the majority, which is, that's fair enough. But it's always going to upset some people.
What do you think needs to change to take poker to the next level? I mean, you're in broadcasting. You see numbers. You see everything that's going on. What has to happen for things to really explode again?
It's such a question, man. When we look at esports and how massive that is, and how big the audience is for so many of those, and I wonder what we're not doing to get the same.
If you haven't noticed, the security is pushing some cash or some chips or something around. Wow, that was loud. But
loud.
That's what happens here live.
Yeah, that's true.
I
You're
ride
in a hallway.
I ride the tightrope.
You're right in the middle of everything. I love it. It's you see everybody walking by. You've got your eye on the whole.
I know everything.
You see all the sad faces when we bust out and walk out of the room.
Oh, the worst the worst days are coming up for the main event because now I'm going to miss the second half because I have to go to Tampa for a PPC Poker Tour event, but it's really hard on the first 2 days especially because I see the walk and I see the walk and it keeps going and going and going. You have to deal with that stuff when you do your exit interviews, which it's oh gosh, I feel for you.
The job, for sure.
I hate having to watch you do that. It's couldn't we get somebody snarky and mean up there? No, it's we send her to at least we send her to the nicest person in the world up there.
It breaks
and then
my heart every time. Yeah. Even if they're not people I particularly like, in that moment, I feel the pain of it, and I'm like, oh, I remember what this is like. I'm so sorry.
What's the toughest one you did?
I don't remember which year it was. It was maybe a few years ago. And you know how the bubble, usually the bubble gets a buy-in to the next year's event, which is a great thing, and a lot of people don't know that. So whoever busts out on the bubble has a ticket for the next year's event, which is a nice thing. And one of the guys who busted out on the bubble didn't speak very much English, and he didn't understand that really. And it was the year we did it live as well in the summer, and I was talking to him about it live on camera, and he was just completely like devastated. And then I told him that he had the buy-in for the next year, and he hadn't realized that, even though, you know, Jack had told him. And it was just his shock and dismay, and then confusion, and then I had to explain it to him, and we were still live, and I was like, this is just such a bad interview because it's so full of pain, and now it's all very confused, and it's not good.
That's a rough one.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
I feel for you, Kara. Well, what else? One thing that I would love to see in tried to be implemented, more of it is more use of the time clock.
Oh, right, yeah.
For me, coming from volleyball, where I coached for 20 years, and when we changed from side out scoring, which could take forever, to rally scoring, which set the time of how long a match pretty much was going to go.
Right.
It changed everything. It completely changed the game. And I almost wonder if it's time for us to start doing broadcasts with time clocks. Yeah. So a TV network, if they want to say, hey, we want to do a poker broadcast, okay, we're going to do a live broadcast. It's going to take 2 hours.
Yeah.
And
I think it's a good idea. I think whenever I've seen it done, like we just did the Super High Roller Bowl not very long ago, like a month ago, and we had a clock for that, and I like the way that worked. The players get a certain number of time extensions at the beginning of the day, so it's not like you don't have the time if you need it. You can use it all in one long tank if you do. But for most of the actions, people generally know what they need to do very quickly, and I like the idea.
It would be fun.
I think so. I think it's good for television too. I think you're right.
I missed that live broadcast though. What was? Did you hear the reasoning why they decided not to do it again? Was it just too much? Was it too long? Why that the long day broadcast? Why did that go away?
Oh man, for the World Series?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably because live on ESPN is expensive, I would imagine. So, and you can't tell. Yeah. Most people really want to watch those recap shows, from what I understand. And, they get the stories that way because we do all the stuff in post where it's like, okay, now we know who made the final, so we can go back and find the footage of all these interesting people that we've had and then work on stories and do all this research. And, like, Lon and Norman spend a lot of time between making this final table at the end of July and when we show up back in October and November. They spend an enormous amount of time finding out information about the players. So... And the broadcast team does that as well as they're editing it and putting it together. So it creates more of a story instead of it being live. And I think depending on whether you're like a hardcore poker fan versus maybe one of the less hardcore poker fans, you might like one way or the other. Like there are more stories involved in post-production because you have the time to do that. But then you have the immediacy of like a live stream that people love. And it's a hard balance.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's a hard balance.
Well, thank God we have you, though.
To ramble on.
This
is why they only give me 45 seconds for every clip that I do. They're like, okay, Kara, you're done. We're done now. Thank you. So, yeah.
I say more Kara Scott.
Yeah, right.
I'm quite okay with that. Quite okay with it. So anything new coming up for this year's broadcast? You guys have any little tricks up your sleeve ready to go?
Well, I know that it's not for the broadcast, but I know for the actual main event that the sponsor, 888, Poker, are doing some interesting kind of things, and I don't know if they've announced them yet, but some like fun little things that'll be put out on social media for their qualifiers or for the players that are in the field still. So keep your eyes open for that on their Twitter feed. And in terms of the broadcast, normally, because we all trust each other so much, we just show up and to the first production meeting and go, okay, now what are we doing? And then they tell us then. So
wow.
Yeah, we've got this in a way, like we're a well-oiled machine in some ways. So it's like, okay, they know that I'm going to do my bit correctly. I know they're doing their bit correctly. We all show up and we're ready to go.
One thing I was curious about was with what had happened with Antonio down at the PCA and the little, going to the bathroom under the table thing.
Like, what? Oh, yeah.
I was curious to see if he was going to be on the broadcast this year. Is Antonio still returning this year? Is that?
As far as I know.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Yeah, as far as I know, I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
I know, colorful characters and whatnot in poker, right?
Yeah, that's colorful, all right.
That's so gross, man.
To say the least.
So gross. And I like Antonio. Like, we work together, and I think he's fantastic. But, man, that was gross.
There you go, Antonio. Kara's not happy. You guys can hash it out in the first production meeting.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have to have words about this.
Yeah.
But I understand it. A bet's a bet. What you're going to do.
So what's going on with you on the personal side of things? Anything fun happening? And I'm sure you've got all sorts of irons in the fire. So what's happening?
Yeah. I mean, I still at the moment I'm living in Slovenia, which I love and adore and find so much fun. So I'm going to be heading back home after this for a good month or so. Just really enjoying the summer and playing some online there, which is nice. Being able to do that again because I was living in Italy for a while and that made it a lot harder. So now I'm not playing .it, I can play the .com site, which is really nice, not to make anyone in America feel bad, and I'm sorry if that's a sore subject.
That's okay.
But I did move to Slovenia, so I think I deserve to be able to play. It's not like I haven't put the work in, okay?
The good with the bad.
Yeah, exactly.
The good with the bad.
And that's about it. That's what I'm doing, and yeah, it's going to be great. I'm going to have a great summer. How about you? What are you doing after this?
Oh my God, I have PPC Poker Tour events in, let's see, Tampa for 10 days, Fort Myers for 5. I'm home for a week. Then I go to Daytona Beach, Tunica, and Maryland. And then I get to breathe for another few days. Then I go to Montreal.
Really?
And then I get another break for about a week. And then I go back down to Tampa.
Oh, man. You sound incredibly busy.
I
so good luck.
You should come to Aruba, though, for the championships. God, that would be so awesome.
Really?
Yeah. I'll send you the info. You should come down.
Send me the info. I don't travel well back and forth across the ocean, but maybe I will.
Aruba's all right.
Aruba sounds amazing.
Oh,
God. I've never been, but it's one of those places where when you grow up, it's like the sea, sun, sand, and cocktails. It's of your dreams, really.
It'll beat Slovenia in November.
Yeah, that actually, now you make a good point.
Thank you. That's what I do.
I will. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing, and I hope I'm not ducking in and out, but I'm actually going to go because I've busted, someone is now going to take me and make me food. I'm very lucky to have a lot of friends in the poker media here, and I believe it's Al Cantang is making me some sea bass.
Al has been cooking like crazy.
I know, and I haven't had a single thing that he's made, and I'm so excited. So I got to go buy wine because I'm a dinner guest, and you got to bring wine when you're a dinner guest.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, Kara, where can everybody follow you on Twitter and social media and so on?
I'm at Kara OTR, which stands for on the rail, not off the record or over the rainbow, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm that on Twitter, and on Instagram, it's Kara Scott, I think, just Kara Scott. And on Facebook, it's Kara Scott Official or Official Kara Scott. I'm not very good at this, am I?
That's okay.
I just put out a video, actually, on my Facebook, which is sort of some tips for people who are playing the World Series Poker Main Event for the first time, having been here for, so many years in a row. Yeah, I did a little, just a few tips for people who are playing, maybe qualified in. So
okay,
take a look.
Sounds good. Okay. Kara, thanks for stopping over. It's always
Thank you,
awesome
good
to see you.
I'm going to try and slide out with grace.
Okay.
Watch me fall.
Best of luck. Here's my hand if you need it. We're all good. Kara Scott stopping by, everybody. Of course, we'll see her again on ESPN coming up here. And we're live, everybody. That's what we do. Thanks, Kara. Appreciate it. But, of course, you'll see her on the ESPN broadcast coming up here pretty soon. So it should be another terrific year. And, you have one of the classiest women in poker right there in Kara Scott. And always a pleasure to have her stopping by on the Mark Hoke Show. We're going to we got a lot of news. And we're going to step back and take a break because the craziness thing in the world that I would have lost a massive bet on that. There is a man in the women's event. Can you believe that? I know who he is, too. We'll take a break and come back and tell you about that story. Plus, another one, apparently Jason Mercier has decided to give out some jewelry instead of taking it. We'll mention that, too, in just a little bit. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back on the Mark Hoke Show. Let's put that fan cam up for you. Say hi to your friends and neighbors at home and see everybody meandering around here at the World Series. We'll be right back.
It's the dream of every poker player to play in the biggest events in the world or to have a piece of their favorite championship player. Now with YouStake.com, that dream can become a reality. YouStake.com offers you the chance to put up staking packages for the events that you want to play or buy pieces of top professionals for as little as $20. Using a safe and secure payment and payout process, All transactions are done with full transparency, so you know where your money and investments are handled properly. And the best part is, anyone can participate on YouStake.com, from the amateur to the top poker pro. So what are you waiting for? Sign up for free at YouStake.com and get in the exciting poker action right now. It's sport staking, simple and secure. YouStake.com.
If you're into sports cards and memorabilia, you have got to check out Brickus Breaks. Very much like a poker tourney, you buy into a break and have a shot to get autographed jerseys and sports cards. Score unbelievable collectibles in heart-stopping fashion from one of the most trusted names in poker, Josh Brickus. Josh Brickus. Use code WSOP for $5 off any group break in the store. Check it out at joshbrickus.com and follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Brickus Breaks. So don't wait. Make your sports collecting dreams come true today with Brickus Breaks. We've all had that incredible poker hand we wanted to tell our friends about. The Share My Pair app is how to do it. Share My Pair is new and improved with remarkably faster hand entry, streamlined app navigation, updated graphics, plus more flexibility in managing notifications. Just enter your hand information and instantly create an engaging poker hand animation that you can seamlessly post and share on Twitter and Facebook. Use Share My Pair to learn from top pro players Phil Hellmuth, Greg Raber, Jonathan Little, Faraz Jaka, and others who use the app to share their most interesting, instructional, and memorable hands. Get Share My Pair for free in the App Store and now in Google Play for Android. And visit sharemypair.com. Play it, post it, share it at sharemypair.com.
The WSOP is back again. Is your poker game better than it was last year? Here's two-time bracelet winner and lead instructor at thepokeracademy.com, Rep Porter.
A simple way to really improve your tournament game is to get better at accumulating chips. When you have a healthier stack, it's easier to run deeper, it's easier to cash, it's easier to make the final table, and most importantly, you're going to win more money. We have a great free 8-part video series that will help you consistently build a bigger chip stack. We call it our Chips as Weapons series.
Get your free videos at thepokeracademy.com/Mark. That's thepokeracademy.com/Mark.
The heat is on. Whether you're in a major poker tournament, out on the golf course, sweating it up at the gym, or keeping the kids cool on a hot summer day, stay cool with a brand new Arctic Blue cooling towel, which is officially licensed by NASCAR. Just wet your reusable and durable Arctic Blue cooling towel in cold water, and you'll have instant cooling relief at your fingertips for up to 5 hours. It's lightweight and pliable, so you can keep it handy wherever you are. Plus, it's absorbent enough to make sure you and your clothes stay dry while you stay cool. So get the same cooling towel used by professional athletes, top sportsmen, poker players, EMTs, and the drivers of NASCAR today. Things are heating up everywhere, so don't wait. Visit ArcticBLU.com today. Enter the discount code Mark Hoke Show and get an incredible 50% discount for all loyal listeners of the Mark Hoke Show. It's like the Arctic Blue Bear says, it's not cool to be hot, so pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel today.
This is Jim Feist in fabulous Las Vegas. If you're serious about winning and getting armed with information, free stats, videos, and top plays at jimfeist.com, plus free picks daily, just dial 1-888-294-1970. That's 1-888-294-1970, or text GAME to 25827, and we'll send you free plays right to your cell phone. Beat the books with the Vegas pros each and every day. 1-888-294-1970, or go to jimfeist.com.
Tax time is upon us again, and whether you're a poker player, a gambler, or just want to have a reputable accounting firm in your corner, look no further than Condler & Associates CPAs. Based right here in Las Vegas, Condler & Associates CPAs specialize in gambling taxation and ensure your returns are prepared properly. Firm owner Raymond Condler is an avid poker player and has been providing tax services to gamblers for over a decade. They'll assist you in areas such as determining if you're a professional gambler, calculating estimated tax payments, preparing your 1099s, foreign bank account reporting, and properly logging your gambling winnings, losses, and expenses. You've seen Condler & Associates CPAs at their booth at the World Series of Poker. Now come see them in person. For your free consultation, call 702-433-7075. That's 702-433-7075. Or visit www.pokercpa.com to set up your appointment today. So don't attempt taxes on your own. Bet Condler & Associates CPAs.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
And we are back live here at the World Series of Poker. Fun Rio Internet and all. Hopefully we didn't lose that. We've got it recorded, so no matter what, we'll be able to get that up on YouTube. Of course, we've got all those great shows we've done here. You know, one or two are showing. But, you know, that's the way it goes. But we've had a blast here at the World Series this year. And, of course, we're going to be here up through Wednesday next week. So through day 2 of the main event before we have to head down to Tampa. So, we'll give you all the great coverage and we'll see all the great superstars, the terrific superstars of the game coming at you here at the World Series of Poker. And like I said, we're gonna be seeing them that unfortunate walk. But at least this year it's not all over per se because you can at least play the little one for one drop. But of course, those main event dreams that everybody builds toward becoming the world champion will soon be starting and then finishing. And 9 players will get to walk out of this building in a couple of weeks with a shot to play for the world title. It's going to be exciting, and we'll, of course, keep you up to date on everything that's going on. Even we're on the PPC Poker Tour. Jen Shahadi walking by. Hey, what's up? But, boy, what a ton of news coming out of the building today. I was supposed to have Jesse Capps here, but Jesse somehow disappeared. I'm not exactly sure what happened to him. But Jesse actually just was goofing around on WSOP.com and won a satellite seat, and then won the satellite seat into the online event. So Jesse's playing for a bracelet right now. So we'll see if we can get Jesse back on. But of course, the ladies take the spotlight today. The ladies event going on started today at 11 p.m. and almost a ton of the terrific players in the women's side of the game are here, getting their very special event, and they're due for being a part of the poker community. But we do have some interesting news. Had I bet what I would have bet on the possibility of a male being in the women's and ladies event, I would probably be dipped in honey, naked, running around here, just covered in feathers and actually being nice to people I don't like. Because it has happened. A male player has paid the $10,000 buy-in. They are in the event. It is Tony Roberto. So Tony Roberto, he is from Florida, and I can tell you that they're, well, let's just say I know people that aren't happy. Jesse, you going to come on the show, or are you doing? I got to go try to sell this. Oh, okay. All right. Jesse's trying to sell his seat. Well, whatever works. All right. That's all good. I'll be around. But Tony Roberto, and I'll just say that it's going to be a controversial $10,000 spent among some people. But Tony Roberto is in there. The Twitter account, Tony, I am running out. Tony, I am RUNNIN out, is in the ladies event right now. He paid the $10K, I guess, so good for him. But I if this is truly a prop bet, it's one of the dumbest prop bets ever. Why would you do something like that? I just, I try to be such an advocate for women's poker and women in poker, and it's, to me, is very sad that someone decided, oh, this will be a fun prop bet. We'll embarrass the guy, but well, I don't know. Karina Jet's at his table, and we'll see what they decide to do with it. But Tony Roberto, and it's funny. We sent Nate Dallin in there. Nate let me know, and he wouldn't give his last name, and I'm just sitting here saying, do you realize we're going to find out? We're going to find out. Because that's what we do. But unbelievable that Tony Roberto is in there. But, hey, on the good side, Jason Mercier, is this running good or what? I mean, the guy's got a couple bracelets. He's, well on his way to being the WSOP Player of the Year for 2016. But not only that, he's now got a new fiance, and apparently they did it on the live stream. Jason Mercier has proposed to Natasha Barber. She accepted, and so wedding bells are now in the future for Jason Mercier and Natasha, and two great people. Congratulations to both of them. So Jason just keeps on winning. Wow. But congratulations, guys. Two terrific people, and way to go. Now, let's get down to the news. Looks like we have a deep stack going on a break here. But, we almost had a little controversy there in front of us. Guys, watch where you're walking out here in the hallways. But let's run down some of the recent bracelet winners and where we stand right now, because we've got a couple bracelets up for grabs today here at the WSOP as we get ready for the main event to kick off tomorrow. Event number 55, actually I'll go 56. Sorry about that. But Brian Rask, of course, won the Poker Players Championship, his second PPC title, and that is Poker Players Championship event, the Chip Reese Trophy as opposed to the PPC Poker Tour. But congratulations to Brian Rask, who managed to come from behind and knock off Justin Bonomo to win his second title. David Peters, another popular bracelet win, manages to come through and scores the $1,500 No Limit Hold'em event, 56 titles, so congratulations to him. Event number 57 goes to David Nowakowski, a rather fairly well-known online pro. He is out of Voorhees, New Jersey, and he picks up $203,113 in that one. Marco Johnson finishing third. Event number 58, another Florida boy, Corey Thompson, manages to come through and defeats Enrico Rudelitz to win the event number 58, the $1,000 No Limit Hold'em Turbo event. So congratulations to Corey Thompson as he picks up $221,163 for his victory. Event number 59, You Do is your bracelet winner in that one. Do, his first bracelet, and he had cashed in World Series events in the past for a whopping $3,004. He is now a bracelet winner, so congratulations to You Do on taking down event number 59, the $5,000 No Limit Hold'em. In fact, that just wrapped up a little while ago. Michael Gentili finishing second, Natasha Barber in third, Dominic Nitschke in fourth, Ismail Bojang in fifth, and Marius Girse, and I'm not sure I got that right or not, finishes in sixth. So Do wins that, and he scores himself $800,586. That's some heck of a run for him. Of course, he is from Chongqing, China. So You Do takes down the $5,000 bracelet earlier today. Event number 60, $1,500 7-card stud high-low 8 or better goes to David Prosiak. Prosiak, and boy, did he have to hold off a little bit of a duo there to win that bracelet. It is his first bracelet, his third cash in a World Series of Poker event. He had cashed previously for $833 and $5,147. Well, we'll put $156,546 in his pocket, and he knocks off Brandon Shaq Harris and John Monette to win that bracelet. So pretty impressive there as David Prosiak comes out of nowhere to take away the $1,500 7-card stud high-low 8 or better. Event number 61. Yep, there we go. We're still in order. The tag team tournament is going on, and they are down to 4 in there. Good friends of the show, by the way, John Gale and TJ Schulman, listed in 6th. They put 5th on their Facebook. I'm not sure which one's correct, but they finished in 6th in that one. Jonathan Little teamed with his parents and made the final table in this event. Could you imagine that if Jonathan and his parents would have won a bracelet? That is terrific. Team of, let me get those team names. Doug Polk and, hang on just a second. There's a listing of the actual teams. But Polk is playing in the high roller today. So I believe it's Ryan Fee is trying to hold on and win that bracelet for him. Moshin Charnaya and Marvin Rettenmeyer are just behind them with 4 to go. The Dempsey Godfrey team is in 4th. We got Middleton, Greenberg, Paul also in that one. And let me see if I can go back on the updates here real quick and let you know, break those teams down for you here real fast. Let's see. Yeah, and here were your teams. Here are teams that made it. And surprisingly, the Bart Liebert, Adam Owen, Benny Glazier, Owasso Ahmed team didn't get done. It was Neil Middleman, Adam Greenberg, and Gabriel Paul still alive. We had Marco Caruso, Mike Padula, Daniel Urban on a team. We had the Littles. Ruben Peters and Robert Altman were in there. James Dempsey, Chris Godfrey, Doug Polk, Ryan Freed, John Gate, Gale and TJ Schulman, and Charnaya and Rettenmeyer still alive in that one. All right, so the tag team event, and I'll tell you what, everybody has just said how much fun that was. We were talking about a little bit on our KSHP broadcast with Sarah Grant Sarah Herring. I keep messing that up. I did well, except for one time on the show yesterday. But she and Lauren Billings were on the show, and that podcast is now up, by the way, on iTunes and markhokeshow.podbean.com. I already said that event was just terrific. So hopefully that'll be back next year. Event number 62, the $2,500 high roller pot limit Omaha 8-handed tournament is now down to 15. And, boy, things are getting interesting in that room. Ludovic Gilic from Glasgow, United Kingdom, leads the way at $3.46 million. He is trailed by Robert Mizrachi, so Mizrachi will look for his second bracelet of this World Series of Poker. He is at $2.7 million, and actually, just on this level, is taken about a $750,000 chip hit. So Mizrachi trying to right the ship here and put himself in contention again. Well, he's already in contention, but put himself at the top of the chip counts here in event number 62. Also in there, Jens Kilonen from Helsinki, Finland is at 2.36. Ryan D'Angelo in there at 2.3. Sean Winter at 2.1. Dmitry Saveliev stands at 1.55. And this is what's really fun. Michael Mizrachi is also still in this one. He is at 1.5. Paul Volpe is at 1.3. He's looking for another bracelet this summer. Tommy Lee is also in there. Veselin Karatukov still alive, as is Dan Smith, David Len Ashby, Andreas Frund still standing with 15 left. David Wang, Evgeny Timoshenko, Joshua Ladines, Kerry Katz, and Konstantinos Boulautsos knocked out today. So 15 players left in the $2,500 high roller pot limit Omaha 8-handed tournament, and the two of the Mizrachi brothers are trying to reach that final table. Wow. Event number 63, the $1,000 no limit hold'em. They are started at 2,452 entries in that. 142 players left, and right now your top players listed at the top of the board. Frederick Goff at 290, Tony Dunst is at 270, Dan Weinman at 250, Patricia Kananda, at 215, Nico Koop 130, Nick Palma 125. Other notables that we've got in the field right now, Chris Bjorn. There's a name we haven't heard for a while. He is listed at 62,400 chips. Just running down the list here. Eric Baldwin's still in there as well. The eliminations today. Ryan Franklin, Matt Glantz eliminated from the $1,000 no limit hold'em event number 63. Event 64, the $3,000 pot limit Omaha high-low split 8 or better. And Timothy Vuxen from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. By the way, I saw a kid on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire going to Stanford. He didn't know the capital of Canada. That was a little rough. But Vuxen at 134, John Turner 124, Leaf Force at 114, Joe Hashem's in there at 112, Kyle Bowker at 102.8. Let's see, Alon Schwartz, Ben Yu, Ari Engel, David Levy, Scott Clements, and so many others listed are in action there in event number 64. 135 players left in that one out of 473 entries. Event number 65, the ladies tournament, of course, we're up at 791 entries at this point. And, of course, we're just getting notables in there. Vanessa Selps, Jamie Kerstetter, Kristen Bicknell will try and win her second bracelet of this year's World Series. Bicknell, of course, won one of the open events and is a former ladies champion. Wendy Friedman in there. Let's see. Also got that everybody. Christina Lindley is in that field. Ting Ho in there. Jacqueline Scott trying to defend her championship is on the board, as are so many others. Alan Schulman, Lizzie Harrison, Julianne Cornelius, Christy Arnett. Ton of great players hanging around in that ladies tournament. Right now listed at 791 entries, including Tony Roberto. Wow. Like I said, it is stunning that a male player is actually for whatever reason, shelling out $10,000 to play this thing. Unreal. That's how it goes sometimes. You would have thought it would have been enough to keep everybody out, but I don't know. I think it'll be a very interesting story to find out how this all came about and what this guy was thinking. I mean, man, just no. It should not be a male in the ladies tournament. It's period end of story. And whatever goofy prop bet or whatever reason you guys thought it'd be funny to come up with this, sorry, it's not funny. It's not funny. This is their day. Those women have to go through so much in poker sometimes and put up with a lot of garbage. And for a male to be in that event, it's silly. But I'm sure the ladies, but on the other side, that's another extra $1,000 in the prize pool. So probably no complaints on that side of it. Jesse Capps is still hanging around. Yeah, you can come in.
What are you doing here?
Well, we were just recapping everything going on at the World Series.
So
there's a guy in the ladies event.
What is it, Mr.
Tony Roberto.
Tony Roberto. Why is he in the ladies event?
He said he lost a prop bet.
That's a serious prop bet. That's more than just wearing a polar bear outfit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. If I keep looking down, it's because I'm in the 1K bracelet event for only $25. This just happened in the last 30 minutes. I qualified accidentally. I didn't mean to. I was just goofing around. Like somehow I'm in the online event. So you can sweat with me too.
Jesse Capps is in the online event. What is your screen name on?
I am Ping Win. Like the penguin, but it's Ping Win.
Spell it for everybody.
Ping and then WYNN. So it sounds like I'm like Steve Wynn's nephew or something. So
Steve Wynn's illegitimate Chinese child.
Yeah.
Ping Win.
See, no one knows who. Like, no one would think that that's me. Like, no one's gonna think I'd be a win.
Well, they know now.
Like a Caps.
You're unbelievable.
So, yeah, we have Mark. We have Mark. I know we have Mark Doobie at our table, who's a legendary player, and also my buddy Jose. I don't know the rest of these guys. They all got funny screen names, but.
Well, one is Howard Lederer. The other is Chris Ferguson.
Oh, at my table?
I don't know.
Iceman. No, Iceman. I have Teddy. That's Teddy Iceman, right?
I don't know.
It's got to be.
I have no idea.
It's got to be. So, yeah, this is pretty exciting. I cashed 2 tournaments in a row yesterday.
Yeah.
I took 49th in the team event.
Yep.
And I took 214th, about like 2,400, I guess, in the 1K.
Nice.
It's not been very likely to cash 2 bracelet events in one day. That's pretty hard to do.
Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you. I'm, yeah. Summer's,
Are
we're
you
sprinting
happy
to
now?
the end.
Okay, you're sprinting to the end. That's how you do it.
Well, happy's okay.
Well, let me ask you about the tag team event and your thoughts about
absolutely.
that, because it's getting a lot of great reviews. Everybody that said they played it really enjoyed it,
except for the payout people. They said it was a nightmare to pay out everybody.
And why is that?
I don't know. Just
splitting
more
it up,
paperwork.
or?
I guess so. I guess it's more paperwork for them, or how they did it. I don't know. But yeah, go ahead.
But I would imagine that they'd have to split the payouts into 2, 3, and 4. So it's instead of one person paperwork, it could be 4.
Well, for 49th place, they got like $2,500 something dollars, but we had a 3-man team, so my payout was only $860 something.
Okay.
And I was in for $333, so $500 profit in a bracelet event.
Bang.
For 49th place.
You're a winner.
Should I get my, since it's like an actual online event, should I get my usual
Oh,
penguin
God.
here?
The penguin.
There we go.
The penguin's allowed.
All right.
Okay, and this is one of the biggest heartbreaks for me leaving, appearing to be busted out of this tournament, by the way. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Who?
This breaks my heart. Please don't go. Anyway, sorry. It's Ladies' Day.
Oh, yeah.
We're all little, all of us guys, we're just distracted.
You gotta console them, Mark. You gotta console them.
I had Steve Daneman sitting in the booth with me. It was just about the worst person you could have here at the ladies event. It's just not good.
Why?
Not good at all. Hey, good.
I don't know too much about his past, but he.
Steve's a funny guy.
He's a funny guy.
He's a funny guy.
Did he make fun of some of the ladies?
He's a funny guy. I wouldn't say he didn't make fun of them.
Oh.
It's just quality entertainment.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of quality entertainment, could you hand me that magazine there? The magazine, yeah.
This right here.
Yeah, I gotta plug this, especially because my bosses are flying around here. We have. Why am I covering my face? Cover yours. See, there we go. We've got the newest issue in print of Casino World magazine.
There you go.
There you go. Jesse's disappearing. Of course, with Hoke on Poker in there. 3 pages they gave me, Jesse. 3. On page right in the middle here too, pretty close. I'm in.
Oh, whoa! That's you.
No, that's not me.
No, that's you.
That's me.
That's Chris Ferguson.
That's Chris Ferguson. Because of course I wrote a very extensive article on the return of Chris Ferguson to the World Series of Poker.
All right. I want to know how old is that picture?
That was taken probably. I think that's my publicity shot for KLAV. So
Okay.
yeah, it's a couple of years old.
Yeah.
I was told I should get a new picture, but I like it too much.
No, I mean it's a
I
good
look happy,
picture. Yeah, I feel like it's your first time on radio. You're all smirking.
It was a publicity shot. Here, I'll turn it around so everybody can see it. So you guys can be happy there. So there it is. There's the Hoke on Poker.
It's like you and him are like brothers or something.
It's like there's me and Chris Ferguson.
You guys are a team.
Boy, I never thought I'd see that in a magazine.
You and Chris Ferguson.
Me and Chris Ferguson on the centerfold here. We're pretty close to the centerfold. How close?
Yeah.
How close is that? It's got to be like if the magazine falls. I don't know. Well, how many pages are in it? Let's find out. 74, and I'm on pages 38, 39, and 40.
There's some centerfolds in this tournament right here.
Yeah. So I'm actually like right in the middle.
Hey, there you go.
Almost right in the middle. Actually, like 36, 37, 38-ish would be totally middle. But that's pretty darn close. I mean, who wouldn't want to open up a magazine and see Mark Hoke as a centerfold?
There he is. There he is.
Nate Dowland's here,
Look
too.
at him.
Nate Dowland is playing some incredibly losing poker today, from what I understand.
So check this out. Are you? No. I qualified for $25 like 30 minutes ago.
For the $30 challenge?
No. I ran up a $2 buy-in to $75. Then I bought into a $100 tournament. So basically, it cost me $25.
Yeah, I played the $100 one too.
I didn't see you on there, but.
No, that's because he lost.
All right, here we go. We're gonna defend the Queen 7 suited.
Jesse Caps.
We got Mark Doobie here. He's a good player.
So there you go.
Yeah, so I'm super excited, but I'm sorry you didn't call. Oh, we're not defending it.
Yeah.
Well, raised. Thanks, buddy.
All right.
I'll see you later.
There you go. So Jesse, of course, playing for a bracelet because you
I
can
didn't
do
want
that.
to tell him this, but I think I knocked him out.
Really? AAO.
AA for you, right?
Yeah, that's him.
AA for you.
Something like that. Yes.
It was AA for me.
You took him out? Really?
Aces.
Wow. We're not gonna. I'm not gonna tell Nate that. I'm not gonna tell him.
You won't watch the rebroadcast.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait, I should actually get my. This is like serious.
You're a terrible human being, Jesse Caps. But of course, the ladies soon are going to be on break here, and we'll hopefully get a couple of them on. And I think what we'll do is before they come out, even though I think the defending champion is already in the hallway, so I don't know if she is gone or not. But we'll take our commercial break. Jesse is. Is this the stereotypical young player that? Well, start looking down at your computer again, there, or your smartphone.
Well, I'm in a hand, so I gotta.
That's fine. That's fine. Is this not your stereotype right here? Look at that. Look at that. Exactly what's wrong with poker. Right there. That's so bad. Anyway, now you guys are all online players. You guys are all terrific. Don't get mad at me. But let's take a break, and we'll come back with more on the Mark Hoke Show. We're having a great time. It's the ladies' event here at the World Series of Poker, along with that big old one drop thing going on too. And we'll give you a breakdown on what's going on with that right after this. And by the way, fan cam coming up. Fan cam.
I think I'm just gonna give up.
Here.
The PPC Poker Tour continues an incredible 2016 as Season 4 rolls on. June features 2 great events as we hit the Isle Casino in Pompano Beach, Florida, with a $110,000 guaranteed tournament, June 13th through the 16th, and a $200,000 guaranteed event at Foxwoods Resort Casino in Connecticut, June 24th through the 26th. And July features the PPC North America Championship at Tampa Bay Down, July 14th through the 24th, with a $100,000 guaranteed main event, plus other great stops at Naples, Fort Myers, Florida, and Ho-Chunk in Wisconsin. And of course, all roads lead to the PPC Aruba World Championship in November. For more information, go to ppcpokertour.com, ppcpokertour.com, and get in on the action. We are the Players Poker Championship Poker Tour. Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages, or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go? You can't walk around the World Series of Poker without seeing someone wearing 3-Bet clothing. It's super comfortable and stylish, and their stuff looks amazing. The incredible team of pros who wear 3-Bet hats, hoodies, tees, and more are a who's who in poker. All-time greats like Phil Hellmuth, Jonathan Little, Doc Sands, Brian Rast, Jason Kuhn, Scott Clemens, Ben Tollerade, Jeff Gross, and of course Antonio Esfandiari are all proudly wearing the 3-Bet brand. They wear 3-Bet clothing because they know that being comfortable and feeling confident is crucial to winning on and off the table. 3Bet.com has shipped thousands of orders worldwide, and with new lower prices, it's time for you to join the 3Bet team, just like the pros, and receive 10% off with the promo code RADIO. Make that right call and feel like a pro at 3Bet.com. Need to get the extra edge in your poker game but can't find the answers? Action Junkie Poker is your solution. The Junkies will train you to take your poker game to levels you never thought possible. Action Junkie Poker works together with you every day with one goal in mind: to help you win. Their unique Iron Sharpens Iron training method features 24/7 support, live on-site and group training, over 300 hours of coaching content, group chat, and a true family atmosphere, making sure you can't go wrong with Action Junkie Poker. Plus, they even have the gear to help you look the part as well. For more information on Action Junkie Poker, call 702-859-7676, 702-859-7676, and visit ActionJunkiePoker.com right now. We coach, we sell gear, we create game killers. Action Junkie Poker.
I know what you're thinking. Why would I need a voiceover production company? Does your company need a commercial for radio or television? Are you looking to do an audiobook or web presentation? Then you need a voiceover production company. Black Eagle Sound Design is home to some of the finest voice actors, producers, and engineers in the business. Log on now to besd.us and find out more. Black Eagle Sound Design will be there with you and your project every step of the way. On time, on target, and at a price you can afford. Visit us at besd.us.
Looking for an energy drink that can amp you up and get your body performing at its max capacity? The search is over. Stark Energy is here. This proprietary blend, including turmeric and glucosamine, is packed with inflammation fighters, and its unique formula will help you maximize your workouts and daily activities. Stark Energy's all-in-one blend will continue to provide energy while supplying a recovery element to a post-workout regime. It's all natural with 0 carbs and only 5 calories. Uses all-natural stevia sweetener and has less caffeine than a cup of coffee. So what are you waiting for? Visit StarkNoLimits.com/Mark Hoke Show right now. Try one today. Energize and punish the pain with Stark Energy.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
I believe Jesse Capps may have just had an orgasm sitting next to me. I don't know what else to say. Jesse, tell. Of course, you're in a bracelet event right now.
I'm in a bracelet
You're in a bracelet event right now on WSOP.com.
Yes, we are playing a real bracelet event.
So, Jesse, tell them what happened.
Okay, so...
And make sure you talk into the microphone. That'll help,
so
too.
I had a king queen.
Make sure you talk into the microphone, Jesse.
Can I talk in the microphone?
Yeah.
You let me talk one time, or just going to interrupt me?
There we go.
Because I am super static right now.
It was sick.
So I had king queen, and there's the queen of clubs. There's like jack 10, 8 of clubs, and the guy check raising me, and I call, and it turns nothing. And the river's a 9 of clubs. So jack 10, 8, 9 of clubs, but I have the queen of clubs. So I have the nuts, the absolute stones. And he goes all in, and I'm like, Yahtzee. So I instant call him, and he's got 7 king of clubs. He flopped the nut, or the second nut flush, rivered a straight flush, but it was the bottom end of the straight flush.
Yes.
So he had the second nuts, I had the nuts. Straight flush over straight flush. Let's go. We have a double stack in this brace event that I was never even going to play.
Yeah.
I played a 1-2 game, and then 120, bought into a $100 satellite for $25, and then played that, which was a $100 buy-in, satellited into the one bracelet, and now I'm going to win the bracelet. So let's go.
Miracles happen on the Mark Hoke Show.
I mean,
this is the magic.
if you guys ever wanted to see how I act at a table, you can see it
live broadcasting.
I get pretty damn excited. Oh, we're definitely raising Ace 5 suited under the gun.
Yeah, now he's gonna go ape shit.
How could you not get excited about that?
I mean, I'd be excited too.
Oh, that's my catchphrase thing, by the way. It's not me, it's you. It's how could you not get excited about that?
Yeah.
Did you see my little promo thing on Poker Central?
Yeah, I've seen it about 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Where do I go to see it?
You're on like all those stupid charger machines, by the way.
Oh, really?
I was up at Foxwoods, and they have the charger machines with the Poker Central promo, and you're on the end of that promo.
I mean, how could you not get excited about that?
Well, Jesse, I'm friggin' proud of you. Now,
thank you.
Now,
all right.
Jesse, just remember the rule the rest of the way.
What's the rule?
Don't suck.
Don't suck. Yeah, don't fuck it up, right?
No, yeah, that too. Woo, little F-bomb. Everybody's swearing on here today.
Sorry.
We're all. That's all right. You can. It's the internet, so
I'm
we're all right.
Words of a great man of mine that I've known in my life. So, anyways, besides me having a double stack in this bracelet event, what's going on?
Like I said, we got a man in the ladies event. We've got Jason Mercier proposing to Natasha Barber.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's why everybody's hugging.
Yeah.
Is she out, by the way?
Yeah.
What place?
The third.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. Oh man, I have to. wish him congratulations.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I wish they were going the other way though. I was going to invite him to come on the show.
Oh, well, yeah, you got to get him on the show.
That'd be awesome.
Dude, what a series Jason's had. Like, I'm sure he had a piece of her score. Like,
that's bad wording.
I'm just saying. Jason Mercier is a smart guy. That's all I gotta say.
Unbelievable, Jesse Caps.
Dude, I'm so thirsty. Let me get a Stark energy drink. Should I drink one of those?
No.
No.
You do not need any energy drink.
But
it'll fight your inflammation. That's what it does.
Yes. But if you're not already wired like I am, you should get one.
You have lost it, Jesse.
Can we just be on air for the whole? Can this be like my Twitch?
Dude, I'll plug it in. Go home at some point.
Oh no, I'll plug it in and then we'll just like Twitch stream it.
Oh god.
I did it last year. I Twitched last year. I busted within one orbit.
So you would like to repeat that, is what you're telling me?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying I repeated. I'm just saying.
Don't jinx.
Yeah. Don't jinx.
Don't jinx. But of course, you are playing on the show, which means when the show goes off, you'll probably go off too.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
what are we gonna do?
It's like a dream. If you
what
die
the hell
in
are we
a dream,
gonna do?
you die in real life. Like,
it's like it's like a Freddy nightmare thing.
Like we can't ever end this dream. This is a magical dream that we're on. All right. Bringing out the penguin again since we're getting serious.
Yeah.
I'll bring out my bandana, I guess.
Really? You've got to be kidding me.
Well, I'm just letting you not want to see how I used to play. This is when I was in like crush mode. I would have all these shenanigans. Like.
Yeah, but
let's go.
That's unbelievable.
I love that. That is awesome.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Wow. A money tulip.
Oh, it's
a money rose.
Oh, wow. Did you?
Can I show this off real quick?
$8. Wow.
This gentleman here. What's your name, sir? Mark. Mark has a money rose. Look at this thing. Money rose. I wonder if it's lucky. If I get it, if I get it anywhere in Jesse Caps, it will wilt and die. So we don't want that to happen.
But
that's pretty cool.
Do you want? I mean.
Do you want what?
I don't know.
You've lost it.
I'm trying to sell pieces for this online event, but now I'm at a double stack, so like, that's all right. I guess I'll just keep the rest of this action.
Oh.
I had to suck out into one outer, Brian. One outer.
Welcome to the World Series of Poker, no matter where it is. Horrible players getting lucky.
Dude, this is my game. I just suck out at everybody, and then they get all tilted.
God. Of course, if you you'd have to go on WSOP.com to check out the chip standings on that.
You got to have the banana. There.
And just to remind everybody about the structure on that, I'm just going to pull this up here real quick. I'm assuming that it's going to be staying the same. And once online play is done, when 6 players are reached.
Oh, I knew. Yes.
And then they will come back on July 11. July 11 to play live in the Amazon room. So here, I'll just let you have your conversation.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Or you could have turned off your mic.
Picture of Anthony Spinella.
Yeah. Spinella, of course, won that bracelet last year. And once again, the final 6 players will be back here at the Amazon room. Maybe Jesse Caps will be one of them, playing for that bracelet live. So that should be pretty cool. Event number 67 is also underway. Boy, this is kind of funny. The $111,111 high roller for one drop, no limit hold'em tournament is at 111 entries.
And then what is the buy-in? 5 times, so 500.
They get 500,000. They get 500,000 in chips.
Not 555,000.
No, just 500,000.
There's not $5 chips in there.
No.
Well, don't.
No.
Why don't they're getting shorted chips? That's shenanigans. Like why don't they get the full 5x? The 1Ks get 5 times. They get 5,000 exactly.
500,000's enough.
It's not enough.
It's enough.
Let's ask. Who's the shortest stack?
I don't know.
Send me out.
We do have somebody there. Not everybody's listed on the sheet here, but Vitaly Rizkov has fallen. That's got to suck. But running down the list of players, right now Scott Severs at 865. John Morgan, of course, had one of the most legendary hands in World Series of Poker history.
Who was that
in the one drop, the $1 million one where he bluffed the Russian.
Do you remember the name?
I'd have to go look that up. But Morgan is at 800,000. Antonio Sfondiari at 775. Tony Gregg at 740. Richard Kirsch at 700. Also in there, David Einhorn. Let's see some of your other fun names. Brandon Steven, would expect him to be in this. Noah Schwartz, Fedor Holes, who has just been tearing up poker this year. Right now, out in front of the pack for Player of the Year. Tom Marchese, Doc Sands, Chance Cornuth got into this one. I saw Jason Wheeler won a satellite to get in yesterday as well, and so many others. We'll take a look at that, harder look at that later because, well, the ladies are on break right now.
Oh, this is your favorite time of the day.
So now look, and right now everyone would kill me if I did not go to the fan cam.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be dead in the water, but we'll mention
winner chicken dinner.
So we'll mention some of the great ladies that we do see come by, see what we can get, if we can grab a guest, because they're much better looking than you, Jesse. No offense.
But get out of here, you guy.
But the
men's, tell that guy to get out of the way. Just get out of the way. Get out.
But we do have the fan cam up here for you.
It cost you an extra $9K to be in this fan cam.
But the ladies getting their time here today at the World Series of Poker. But, of course, a lot of criticism levied at the World Series of Poker for having this event where they did right before the main event. But the problem is that where else were you going to put it? It's a tough spot on the schedule with all these huge weekend events. You kind of had to jam the ladies in there somewhere, but of course, like I said, we do have one male in the field this year. Tony Roberto is on the big board right now. Of course, like I said, with the fan cams up, so you get to see all the ladies coming out here.
He's bluffing. We just knocked out Mark Doobie. Let's go. Come on. Doobie's out of here. We just called him a second pair. Snap called him. Sorry, no, stay on the ladies. The lovely ladies. Hello. No. All right, there we go.
Jesse is going crazy over here.
39,375 chips.
You have absolutely 100% lost it, Jesse Caps.
57th out of place out of 733. We just knocked out the legendary Mark Doobie. I can't wait to hear him talk about that hand, because he didn't back me this year. He didn't back me.
Is there's backing story on this?
Well, I'm just saying. I asked if he wanted some of my package, and he's like, no, I'm good. I mean, kind of respectfully, but still. You don't back me, I bust you.
Wow.
That's what happens.
Wow.
So next time you think about not backing me, cheap.
Shelly Ross here. Shelly, you want to come on the show?
I'm currently one of the chip leaders in the online event. So
Shelly, you want to come on the show?
There you go.
You can come on the show.
Can we do this?
Get this crazy guy out of here. You gotta come around this way though. I got wires and all sorts of. No, I don't want you here when
I gotta go get
one of the best dealers in the industry is hanging around.
Well, left because I'm straight. But
look at this guy, Jesse. You're making this way too difficult.
Hold on, I have ace jack and I'm raising.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I didn't even want to play this event.
We're live on the Mark Hoke Show. That's what we do.
All right.
Let's get out. Get out for a couple of minutes, Jesse. Go away. Shelly.
Oh, we're on the show.
Yeah, we're on the show. You're looking good, too.
Thanks.
Here, talk into that mic.
Oh, talking to here?
Yeah, that'll help.
Okay.
Shelly, how are you?
I'm good.
We're not used to seeing you in civvies here, you know?
I know. I'm usually in the dealer uniform, but I get to play today.
Very nice.
This is the first year I've ever been able to play the series because I usually work the series, so it's nice.
Well, first, let's talk about your playing right now. How are things going in there for you?
They were going pretty good. I was on a roll, and then the last hand right before break, I went runner, trip nines after I flopped open-ended, and the chick had queen nine. So I had 10-9, and she was queen 8 blank, or queen whatever it was. But she had queen 9, I had 10-9. It was queen 9-9 on the board. So
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We won't let that happen again.
No. But I still have 11K, so I got like 40 bigs almost, so I'm still doing all right.
You're good.
Yeah, I happened to flop a set on my first hand against kings, so I doubled up my very first hand playing in the tournament, so that was good.
Well, what's it like being on this side of it, and especially being in the ladies' event, too? I mean, this has got to be exciting for you.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So much better than being on the other side. Not that being on the other side's bad, but it's just more exciting on this side. More opportunity.
Well, why aren't you? Are you dealing at all here at the World Series? Tell everybody a little bit about what's going on here.
Actually, I boycotted the World Series this year. Quite a few of us did. They have every year since I started, we've been getting paid less and less while they work us harder and harder. And last year was the worst pay that I've ever seen here, and they worked us harder than we've ever worked with the Europeans couldn't get their visas to come over. So we were really short-staffed. And then with the Colossus and the extra added chips and the extra added structures and them not giving us any more, they kind of brought our down rate down a lot and paid us less money. We worked 30% harder last year for 30% less money. So, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so a lot of us decided to kind of take a different route this summer.
Wow.
And hopefully get some things changed around here.
Well, I know a lot of people have been saying they're missing a lot of terrific dealers like yourself.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It is sad. It's sad that the WSOP, with such a great brand they have, don't want to care enough about their staff to kind of give us a little extra or make us want to come back and deal for them.
Well, it's their loss.
I appreciate that.
Because you're awesome. We all know this.
I try to be awesome.
You do the greatest things on your tables, too.
I know. Everybody loves it. I love doing my little artwork. People really seem to appreciate it and like it. Everybody wants to take pictures and stuff. So, and we got to sit there for the half an hour anyway, so I might as well do something fun while I'm there.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to sit there and be bored anyway. Might as well make something cool for people to enjoy.
Well, and of course, I want to give you a chance to talk about Cheap Buzz.
Cheap Buzz, yes.
What's going on with that? You gotta...
It is my new company. It's a brand new app. We just launched in the Vegas area a couple months ago. What we do is we help bars promote their drink specials, their food specials, if they ever do trivia nights, karaoke nights, things like that. It's free for everybody to download. It's free for the bars to be on. They just create a profile with us, and they can kind of manage and add their drink special from there that our users can search through.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're pretty excited. We have a little over 100 bars now signed up with the app. Last month we went from under 500 users, and now we got over 600. So we're growing slowly but surely.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I'm happy for you. Getting a little something else besides the dealing
Thanks,
going on.
I know. It's my no more pitching cards plan.
Yes, that's great. Well, we miss you at the tables. I know a lot of people do, and along with many other dealers that aren't here.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'll always be down at Hard Rock. Hard Rock Hollywood's one of my favorite places to work for. They treat their staff very well, and I enjoy working for them. So
all right.
I'll always see you down there.
Sounds good. Well, hey, I wish you all the best. I want to see you at a final table here at the World Series.
Thanks.
Like not dealing.
Me too.
Playing.
It'd be such a good story that, I used to deal the series and I get to play my first event by not dealing the series, and then I win a bracelet my first event. That would be amazing.
Yeah, we'd love to see it. And Shelly, hey, it's always good to see you. Thanks for stopping over. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Mark.
And good luck with Cheap Buzz.
Thank you.
You know what? In fact, I'll download it right now.
Sweet.
I'm going to do that for you because I'm that kind of guy.
It. Every download helps us.
I'm gonna do that. So right now I'll go on the App Store here. If it'll ever load.
Yeah, just remember we're two E's.
Yeah, like eep.
Eep beep, like a little chicken.
Like beep beep. Yeah, cheaper beeper.
Yeah. Oh,
Creeper.
Yeah.
Not
so much.
Not
creep.
so much creep. But here we'll search it out. Yeah, because I'm always looking for a Cheap Buzz.
Everybody's looking for a Cheap Buzz.
So right here, there's a B in there.
B, yeah.
Yeah, I know. My B is not working.
There
I usually don't have that problem.
Top of the list. That's us.
Get. Cheap Buzz right there. Right there. Get. Install.
Nice.
There you go.
Thanks so much, Mark.
You're welcome. Good to see you. Best of luck in there.
Thank you.
So Shelly Roth trying to get the job done on the other side of the table here in the ladies' event of the World Series of Poker. So, and hopefully that dealer situation will get straightened out. We mentioned it on the show a while back. There's some weird stuff going on, but boy, I'll tell you, there's some great dealers that we don't have at this year's World Series of Poker. So hopefully we will see them returning here pretty soon. Of course, once again, we're live here at the World Series of Poker, having a great time. We got Kara Scott. We got Jesse Capps going crazy, just like he always does. There's a ladies' event going on. They are on break right now. And we'll take you over to that fan cam real quick. Everybody's kind of walking in there, but you can see Ebony Kenny on the fan cam. She's not facing us, but that is her. So Ebony Kenny on the show, and course, the ladies on a 20-minute break here as they are chasing another World Series of Poker bracelet. Pretty good stuff. And also have a gentleman there reading Casino World magazine. Check out page 38 on that magazine, sir. It's darn good stuff. Oh, that is funny. All right. And while we're seeing who else we can grab here real quick, but it's fun recognizing ladies. It's always fun having Kara Scott on the show, for sure. Let's take a look at that one-drop high roller as we continue to take a look at the field here. In that one, Noah Schwartz is in there. Chance Cornth mentioned John Racner. In that one, Isaac Haxton, Joe McKeon, Jeff Gross. Stephen Shidwick, Byron Kaverman, Igor Kurganov. In there, Nick Petrangelo taking this one on. Dan Coleman is back. Max Silver. Oh, we haven't heard Dan Coleman's name very much this World Series at all. Nick Schulman, John Juanda, Doug Polk. Who Polk is actually, this is kind of a crazy story. He's playing the high roller, and also his team is playing for a World Series of Poker bracelet in the tag team event. So an interesting run here for Doug Polk. Dan Shack is in there. Martin Jacobson, Martin Kozlov, Neil Farrell, Andy Wang, Justin Bonomo in there. Jason Moe is doing his thing right now in there. Brian Rast, Jake Schindler, Matt Berkey. Ian O'Hara is in the tournament. That's awesome. Jason Less, Jonathan Jaffe, Eric Seidel. Michael Gathy's had a terrific World Series playing in there. Eric Seidel, Garrett Greer also listed in the tournament right now. So some pretty cool stuff happening here at the WSOP. Once again, fan cam is on, so you get to see a lot of our competitors here in the ladies event, a few others hanging out. As play is getting ready to resume here in, I believe, about 4 minutes or so. So our ladies will be headed back into the Brasilia and the other rooms here at the World Series of Poker. And, of course, we're live here on the Mark Hoke Show. And probably a good time while we are hanging out here and see if anybody stops in here real fast. Just a reminder, hey, a couple of things I really would like you guys to do, if you wouldn't mind. First, I need you to go to Brickus, check out Brickus Breaks. And the code, you get $5 off a break with the code WSOP. And, Josh does a great job of that. He's a former, as a poker player himself. You can get all those great sports memorabilia and cards. All he does is break the packs and open, and it's kind of like a lottery for you. So it's sports memorabilia and collecting with a little bit of gamble in it, which is pretty cool. So go to Josh Brickus, BRIKIS.com, and put in the code WSOP for $5 off your first break. Well, I don't know, the ladies are really cutting it close to the camera there. That's nuts. And also our good friends at Arctic Blue Cooling Towels. We're finally getting these off the shelf here. We got them down here at the booth. We would love to have you pick some up online, too. It's 50% off with the code Mark Hoke Show. With Brickus, or the Arctic Blue cooling towels. All you do is wet them down in cold water. They stay cool for up to 5 hours. They are fantastic. We've actually got a player in there in the ladies event using one right now, believe it or not. And we certainly do appreciate that. So check it out at arcticblu.com. It's not cool to be hot. Arctic Blue cooling towels. All right, and once again, ladies, getting ready to. The doors are still shut, so waiting for them to get to take their seats here again at the World Series of Poker and resume play in the ladies event. I'll see if we got any more updates on that. That is the high roller. Let's see if we can get to the ladies here real quick. And we'll keep looking. I swear to God, it's here. And now I've hit the 800 entry mark on that. Chip count listings haven't changed too much, but now up to 800 entries in this year's ladies event. As, of course, we get ready for the main event to kick off tomorrow, as day 1A will get things rolling here at the World Series of Poker. All right, and once again, it's one of the most entertaining days of the year. The first day one of the ladies tournament is so many of these women, get to share a little camaraderie, have a great time, and be a part of something special here at the Rio. Of course, once again, some of the early big news coming out of this event is there is a male in this tournament this year. That is Tony Roberto, who said he lost a prop bet, and he is now playing in this tournament. Boy, it is crazy out here in the hallways as the women are, looks like they're, and the doors are open, so they will be headed back in here. We'll stay on the fan cam for a little bit while longer. Of course, I just saw Valerie Ross from Casino World Magazine. We've been plugging it all over the place around here. It's great. Of course, that is the featured magazine of the World Series of Poker. You can get them right here on the special racks we've got out here all over the Rio. Of course, it's also available online at CasinoWorldMagazine.com. So that's pretty nice. All right, and Ebony's been hogging the camera here for everybody. That's all right. Can't think of too many better people we'd rather have on there than Ebony Kenny. She's an amazing woman and player, and always great to have her around. One of the terrific ambassadors of the game here among the ladies. All right, and let's go back, and we're going to take a look at where some of these other events are. We'll turn this, turn it back to me, Captain Ugly here. Of course, Kathy Liebert, Nancy Birnbaum was just headed in there. And take a look at where some of our other events are right now. And we'll go to that tag team tournament. They are down to 3 as Dempsey and Godfrey are out. And Ryan Fee is trying to win that bracelet for him and Doug Polk at $1.835 million. The Middleman Greenberg Paul team is in second at $1.64, and the Charnaya Rettenmeyer team is at $840,000. So those three players, those three teams, still alive to win the first tag team tournament, even doubles style tournament or anything in the World Series in quite a few years. So pretty good stuff there. And we'll see if Doug Polk, while playing the high roller, is going to win a World Series of Poker bracelet. That's pretty interesting stuff. Let's go back to the $25,000 high roller pot limit Omaha. New leader in that one, Jens Kielinen, is now the leader, $4.3 million. Robert Mizrachi is up to 2.78. So Mizrachi has made a move to add some chips, but Kilonen is out in front with a nice lead at the moment. Ryan D'Angelo in third at 2.18. Sean Winter in fourth, 2.175. And Dmitry Savelyev is at 2 million even. Michael Mizrachi at 1.52 and Paul Volpe at 1.125. So 15 left in that one. Let's see, we have the tag team tournament. And like I said, we had the other one, the $5,000 No Limit Hold'em, wrapped up a little while ago with You Do from Chongqing, China, winning that bracelet over Michael Gentili. So that's kind of where we are right now here at the World Series of Poker. So we got the tag team event wrapping up. We got a high roller, Omaha high roller wrapping up. The big high roller going on for one drop. That is going on. The ladies tournament. It's a terrific day out here at the Rio as we keep things, the action rolling. But of course, you know, we take a look at that schedule and it's time, ladies and gentlemen. You've been waiting all summer, and now the big one's going to get rolling here. The $10,000 main event here is someone will be looking to crown another world champion. Can Joe McKeon possibly get the job done again? By the way, TJ Schulman's hanging around here on the phone. Maybe we'll sneak TJ in. But of course, day at 1A kicks off at 11 a.m. tomorrow, followed by day 1B on Sunday, day 1C on the 11th, and then the 12th and 13th will be day 2s, and then day 3 gets rolling as the field starts to whittle. TJ, you feel like coming on and telling everybody about this final table of yours real quick? We gotta, you know, TJ's been hanging out at the booth all summer long, and it's been a very up and down summer for you, to say the least. Of course, once again, condolences on your father.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Mark.
But hey, we got a final table too.
Yes,
how
we
about
got a
that?
final table.
You and John Gale in the tag team event.
Yes, sir.
So congratulations on that. Tell everybody about this tournament, because really a lot of people are talking about how much fun it was, and what was it like for you guys, and what was your strategy as you were weaving your way through this thing?
It's probably one of the best events I've ever played in. It's not the financial situation. It's all about an enjoyable poker situation that people can never play a WSOP event because sometimes they're $1,000 buy-ins or out of their bankrolls. But in this event, you can have up to 4 players, which would be $250 a piece, that you can get 3 other friends and yourself and actually play for a bracelet. It was the same structure as if you bought into a regular 1K event. And there were people tagging, every other hand, running around, running in, like it was a little game of tag in your backyard. Our strategy was basically that we did it based on our runs. So if he had a good run, he stayed in. If the cards started not going his way or cards were getting cold, I would jump in. So, 2 good players playing together, we really complemented our strategies and how we played, and we made the final table, made a good run, and unfortunately, Ace-King doesn't beat Ace-4 all the time. So,
sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah, Rep Porter's hanging around here, too.
What's up,
I'm sure we'll get Rip in to say hi in a little bit. Well, what do you think the best strategy is for this tournament? I mean, you guys obviously had a system that you ran.
Right.
But a lot of us were talking, the frequent tags, to maybe throw some people off, to having 4 players on the team as opposed to 2. What if you to come around next year for this event? What would your strategy be to finish this off, or do you just do the same thing again?
Well, hopefully, all goes well and John's with us to play next summer. So, of course, I'll play with him, and we've had at least 30 people each that want to join the team to fill out the team.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, but it'll just be the 2 of us, obviously.
Yeah.
But there really is no answer. I mean, whatever you're comfortable with, if you just want to tag in and out, that works. The best strategy, I would probably say, are 2 players that complement each other based on their styles of play is probably the best setup that, works for people. And it worked best for us. I mean, our styles are similar. 2 good players, just when to jeopardize chips and when not to jeopardize chips.
Right. And a lot of people were telling me that early in the tournament was a great chance, if you were willing to bluff it off, to make some plays, because so many people were feeling that pressure of being part of a team, and you had families and teams of brothers and fathers and so on playing in that tournament, and nobody wants to bust this thing early.
Yeah, Jonathan Little had his mother and dad, and they didn't play many hands, and Jonathan played a huge portion of the event. But they did play, obviously some hands and so on. And his father had a good double up, too, in one of the hands. So it was a pretty good situation. It's enjoyable for friends and family. But in the beginning, there were a lot of moves being able to make because nobody wanted to bust the team.
Yeah.
So you could see who was afraid to put their chips in the middle and who was not afraid, let's just put it like that. So I don't always talk poker strategy, but there obviously were a lot of good spots to get your chips in well, knowing the player was never going to call you.
Yeah. So if you decide to stay or go home, by the way, are you going to head back or are you going to play the main event?
Oh,
I know you're torn now.
Yeah, I was supposed to leave tonight, but I have so many friends and family that just say, what's one more day? And play it just one more day, one more day, one more day. So I think I'm just going to relax for the next 2 days. I'll play on Monday and give it my best shot and try to win this bracelet for Dad.
There you go. Well, I'm glad you're staying. I really am.
I appreciate your emotional support. You were my bench for my tag team over here when I came by, and actually kept me going for the last 2 weeks, 10 days. So I really appreciate everything that you've done, and congratulations on your anniversary, obviously.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate that.
Always good, Mark.
Well, I wish you all the best in the main event.
Let's
see you make a deep run, and maybe we'll see you in November.
Sounds like a plan.
There you go. TJ Schulman, everybody. Final table of the tag team event here at the World Series of Poker, along with John Gale, 2 classy guys who got it done, and and really, they said that tag team event. I think that is going to be event could explode next year. It really could. That is, I feel terrible I didn't play it, but of course I had obligations with the Women in Poker Hall of Fame and decided that I didn't want to, plus my show, and I didn't want to risk that. But as it turned out, we moved the show. But oh well. But next year's always next year. I think that's definitely going to be back. All right, so the ladies once again are back in play here. We've got so much poker action going on, and the main event starting tomorrow. Man, if you want a great weekend to come down here to the Rio, this is going to be it. You're going to get to see the high roller playing out. You're going to get to see the beginning of the main event. The ladies' day 2, and so much more action happening here at the World Series of Poker coming up over the next couple of days. So it's going to be a sensational time. And I really didn't get any audio mentions, so I want to thank our sponsors, usestake.com. Make sure you visit those guys. We'd certainly appreciate it. Hey, you still got a chance to get a package up, maybe sneak into the main event, or maybe let the little 1-for-1 drop. Our good friends at Share My Pair, that terrific hand app. So make sure you hand video app so you can tell everybody about those fun hands that you play. Good friends at the Poker Academy. We mentioned Rep Porter, who's had a terrific World Series with a bracelet as well. Of course, Ian John's Limit course is up there after he won 2 bracelets this World Series. So go to thepokeracademy.com/Mark. Jim Feist, hey, get free winners sent right to your phone. Just go text the word game to 25827. That's the word game, 25827. And you can say hi to Jim Feist and get involved with the #1 sports handicapper here in Las Vegas. 3Bet Clothing, we got 10% off with the code radio. We got our promo shirts in the booth. We'll get more of those out here as we wind down our coverage of the World Series on the Mark Hoke Show. That'll be pretty cool. Our good friends at the PPC Poker Tour. Man, win your way to Aruba. It's your chance to go to an island paradise and play some poker at the same time. You can't beat it. Go to ppcpokertour.com. We'll see you down in Tampa the 14th through the 24th. That's going to be a great time. BlueRail.net, our website provider. Make sure you check in with Bob and the team. How far do you want to go with BlueRail.net? Action Junkie Poker. Their guys keep winning and winning and winning. That's what they do, and you can join in the fun and all the great knowledge and the family atmosphere they got with their team with actionjunkiepoker.com. Black Eagle Sound Design does a lot of our commercials for us. John Lindquist and the team. They are outstanding. Say hi to them at blackeaglesounddesign.net. Stark Energy Drink. We got some great energy drink for in the booth. Man, you're going to need it coming up here over the next couple of days, 10, 12 hours of play. And of course, you can become a franchisee too. You can buy some online or sign up. And you become a franchisee. It's $299, and you get 144 cans of energy drink. That ain't bad. So make sure you go to starknolimits.com/Mark Hoke Show. That's starknolimits.com/Mark Hoke Show. And our good friends at Conler & Associates. Ray has been busy over there at his booth here at the World Series of Poker because, of course, everybody's planning to win in the main event and what they're going to do with all that money. And, if you need tax guidance, even personally too, just go over to check out Conler & Associates at pokercpa.com. That's pokercpa.com. And, of course, our off-tilt poker tables, we actually took the time to set ours up. It's out here for everybody to see. We would love to have you pick up a table or, any type of gaming tables from offtiltpokertables.com and Brian Knotts. Give them a call. All right, so it looks like we are all settled in. Hey, another great show. Thanks to Shelley Roth for stopping in. Kara Scott joining us. Of course, Jesse Capps going crazy. TJ Schulman. Another fun one here at the World Series of Poker. But tomorrow, things get a little bit serious in here as day 1 of the main event will be kicking off here tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. And we'll be down here. Join us at the booth, and we'll see you back on the air at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time here on The Mark Hoke Show. Once again, follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show, Facebook, The Mark Hoke Show, and download those podcasts, including the new one from KSHP with Sarah Herring of Poker News and Lauren Billings. So you can get that at iTunes or markhokeshow.podbean.com. Thanks for being with us, guys. We'll see you next time on The Mark Hoke Show live from the World Series of Poker. Have a great afternoon, and best of luck to everybody at the tables.